So, like, on the road of seeking and finding your identity, one of the most important things is how we love ourselves, because that translates into how we think of ourselves and ultimately how we speak of ourselves. And your words have a lot of power. So, if you're out here all the time saying, I'm not good or I'm not good enough, it's easy for that thought to translate into a belief. And now you're at a point where you don't even have to say it to yourself anymore because you just believe it. Like, you just think that that's it. It's the truth. I'm not good enough, or I'm not good enough to do this or that. And ultimately, it's because the way we love ourselves, it's not based on how God loves us or how God sees us. It's based on who we've been around, who done snuck us in the back, did us dirty, da 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 da. Like, that's what it's based on. And basing how you love yourself off of the standards of how others have treated you will every single time undoubtedly confuse you. It will manipulate and trick your mind into thinking that how people treat you is how you should view yourself. Or better, matter of fact, how you allow others to treat you will have you thinking that that's who you are, that's what you deserve. So the first thing about self-love is you got to understand, how does God love you? And even before that, you gotta understand that God loves you and it won't change. Like, we always say, oh, 10 toes down, like my boy 10 toes down. No, God is 10 toes down. He's very much 10 toes down. He doesn't change. His love doesn't change. Even when you make mistake after mistake, his love does not change whatsoever. It's consistent and it's constant. And because we're made in his image, we need to mimic that thought process and that mindset. Like, that doesn't mean to excuse yourself of when you're messing up or when you're doing things wrong, but at the end of the day, you still need to love on yourself and you need to positively love on yourself. A lot of us got some mixed thoughts about tough love and all this other stuff, and it's like, man, tough love will have you thinking that you shouldn't even tell yourself that you're beautiful. Tough love will have you thinking that you shouldn't even deserve to hear that, oh, you did a good job, because you think you did horrible. God doesn't even work like that. Furthermore, God don't even hold grudges against us. We asking for his forgiveness. He loves us enough that he'll actually do that. We have to make the commitment to actually change from the mistakes and things that we're doing. But within that, because God doesn't change how he loves us, no matter how good we're doing and no matter how bad we're doing, we need to adopt that same principle of consistency. That no matter how high we are in life and all the goals we reach and everything, and no matter how low we are in life, might be dealing with depression or anything, that love for yourself does not stop because the love from God didn't stop. The love from God didn't change. So why are we out here walking around holding grudges against ourselves? Like, why are we still holding on to mistakes that we made a year ago, 3 months ago? The same way that if we ask God to forgive us, he forgives us, we need to learn to also forgive ourselves. And we also need to learn how to not be so stuck and caught up in what's going on right now. Like, and I'm not trying to diminish what anybody's going through, because I very much understand that, like, there's a lot of people going through so many different things out here every day, and you can't even look at them and tell that they're going through it or struggling with it. But at the end of the day, no matter what starts or stops in our life, the thing that shouldn't stop is love. And consistently and continually loving on ourselves. But you have to know how to love on yourself, and you can learn how to by learning how God loves us. Consistency is key. Yeah, but this is what I mean by making decisions of what you will allow to influence how you view yourself, how you define yourself. Like, who sets the standards for how you love on yourself, or how you love yourself? Who sets those standards? Is it God, or is it the people around you? Is it the compliments that you get? Like, who sets that? Who sets that bar? Because whoever you are entrusting with setting that standard very much can kind of play with you like a puppet. If you putting it in, and you know, people giving you compliments, okay, the first day they don't give you a compliment, what, you think you're not loved now? Or you start thinking to yourself, I'm not good enough. You gotta be careful with those things. You gotta be careful with those things. And ultimately, that's why it's so important to learn how to love yourself and how to positively and correctly love yourself, because that will also translate into how you let others love you, how you let others treat you, how you let others talk about you. Some of us are so stuck that we don't even need other people to talk bad about us or talk down on us, because we do a great job of it ourselves. You got to make a decision to change that. You really do, because if you don't open up your eyes, um, you will be walking around receiving or looking for the wrong definition and the wrong form of love. So I encourage you, um, not only to learn more about how God loves you, but to accept his love if you never have, and to translate that into how you love on yourself, because that will, it will not only help you tremendously no matter what you're going through in life, but it helps your decision making skills into, you know, who you allow to be around you, who you allow to be close to you, who you get into a relationship with, who you find attractive, don't find attractive. Like, it will set the standard correctly, but ultimately it starts with you making a decision.